God, I mean, when I grew up, I mean, you didn't talk about mental health or depression or anything like that. I didn't really put sexual identity to it. I just knew I was different. And being, called sissy, faggot, and all that, and getting beat up, at the bus stop, and, my lunch money taken away. And also, I'm dyslexic. So when I started school, I stuttered. I knew there was something wrong with me, and everybody called me stupid, dumb, retarded, moron, and all that stuff. As I told my mom, I said I could understand how a person can die of sadness. That they're in so much emotional pain that the alternative is desirable. And I did. I had a number of suicide attempts. I was only 16, and it was the award ceremony to me. It was more like a public humiliation, because I was there to win. I was not there to take second. And so that was a very public failure in front of everybody. And it was really confusing for me afterwards, because then when I went back to high school, all the kids who used to beat me up, all of a sudden wanted to be my friend. Here I thought of myself as a failure. Everybody else was deeming me like some type of hero, and I didn't understand that. Shortly after that, I mean, I did try and commit suicide, because I didn't think I was, I thought the world would be better off without me, because I wasn't deserving of, any of the praise. That's when it kind of clicked for me. It was like, okay, rather than spend your time and energy into trying to off yourself, why don't you try and figure out why you're here? And so then I started putting my energy into figuring out why I'm here. And so then that's been more of my journey. I mean, I've had trip-ups and setbacks along the way, but that's being human. A lot of people ask what accomplishment I'm most proud of. And a lot of people kind of expect me to say, oh, Olympics, World Championships, and all that. But my biggest accomplishment was my book, Breaking the Surface, because when I went on book tour, it was really emotional, and people were coming out and they were saying, I felt like that. And I was bullied, and yes, I survived rape. Yes, I'm living with HIV. Your book is how I came out to my parents and friends about my HIV, about my sexuality. It was so empowering, and it was just an incredible lesson for me, to realize, what I thought was, showing my perceived weakness, really was an incredible strength, which gave strength to others. To be authentic, to be themselves, and to be okay with saying, you know what, I need some help, because nobody's an island.